All right. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Yereq Team Call. My name is Brian Frazier, and I'm here to facilitate the call tonight. I have Annette helping me out on the controls a little bit. I'd like to welcome everyone. I'm glad everyone is able to make it tonight. It's getting a little exciting now, even more exciting than what it used to be in getting involved with this. We're getting ready to move into the next stage. I hope most of you have been able to get on to the corporate calls this week. It's been very interesting. Um, John and Cynthia Rustin have been doing the trainings. I hope you've been able to get a chance to watch those trainings. If you haven't, I hope you get a chance to watch the recordings of them because we really want to get in tune to what's going on, and they're laying it out for us all this week. And it's really going to be interesting to see what they have for us tonight. So we want to make sure that we get on the call tonight as well. Um, you know, as we move forward, uh, this is where we really start to see the vision of the company and then where they're really headed with all of this before we go to the launch. So it's going to be very, very important for everybody to really, really pay attention to what's happening right now. This company, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before and ever been involved with, and it's really, really getting exciting to me. Um, today was one of my busiest days since I've been involved with Yereq and in any other company that I've been involved with. I mean, literally the day just shot by. And I've been on the phone with many, many people and talking about Yereq and the things that are happening with Yereq. And every time I speak to someone in reference to Yereq and all the things that Yereq is trying to accomplish, or going to accomplish, I should say, it's just I get even more excited. And I don't know about you, but I had to expand my vision a little bit about what Yereq is about to do and the position that we're all in. And so I hope that everybody can see past what's going on right now. I hope you can see into the future with this because this is going to be life changing stuff. Life changing stuff. Um, in particular, the call that John Rustin did last night was powerful because I really didn't see the media the way that he showed it last night. And the way that we and what we have with the media portion of Yereq is powerful within itself, along with all the other things that we have with Yereq and the things that are coming that we haven't even heard about yet. But the one thing that I really want to touch on, because I've touched on a lot of the things in the past about what Yereq has already presented to us. Um, but the one thing that I want to touch on right now that I think some of us may be missing because I've been talking to some people today and it just flew by them, you know. And so I want to put a little bit more emphasis on it tonight before the call. And I can't wait to when John Rustin um, gets into detail with it so we can really really understand and know the details. But when and I know we had mentioned it when we were in Vegas as well. And I know some of us have gotten a glimpse of it. And what I'm referring to is the auto dealerships, the automobiles, the electric vehicles. I think a lot of people are missing that, and he's hinted around to it. He's been wanting to talk about it, but he doesn't because I think he's holding back to really give the details. And I think it's probably going to be coming up sometime next week, or at least after we get into the new website, which I'm praying that it comes next week. Okay. And we can get into the back office. And that's why all of this is happening this week to make sure that everybody is prepared to go into the new website and get into the new back office so we can get acclimated to the new back office. I believe They're going to be doing another training on the new back office on Friday, I believe, if not tonight. But we're getting prepared. We're getting prepared to move forward into what John says is the next phase of this. And so we got to get ourselves mentally prepared for all of this stuff. And as I said last week, don't get overwhelmed by all the stuff that's coming out, because literally we can have multiple streams of income within Yereq itself. Okay. With all the things that we have and all the things that are coming at our disposal, we can literally have multiple streams of income. But we could also burn ourselves out trying to do everything. And that's why I said, find your niche, find what you're comfortable with, find the thing that you like the most, and try to become real good at it, you know. And so the other thing, the thing that he's been hitting around to that really perked my not just my interest, but my vision, was the automobile um, dealerships that we can have. Okay, online dealerships selling EV vehicles. This is at a whole nother level, y'all. Okay. Now I don't know what the commission is going to be on that. I don't know if it's going to be a part of the commission structure. I have no idea until he gives all the details on it. But it has really piqued my interest on how that's going to work. Because when you're talking about selling cars, okay, and actually the cars are going to be the Yereq line of cars. These are Yereq cars, all right, not Hondas and Fords and Toyotas and all. No, these are Yereq cars, all right. This is taking it to a whole nother level to me. So it's exciting. And I don't even know where I got it from. I remember seeing it or hearing it that it's $7,500. Don't quote me on this. I'm just going based because I've had so many things going through my mind, and all of the information that's been coming. It's been fast and furious, and so it's been a chore for me to keep up with everything as well. And I try to keep you guys as informed as possible, as much as I possibly can. And but I think that I've seen, if I heard, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that they're talking about having dealerships for $7,500. You can have your own online dealership to sell cars. That is on a whole nother level. Okay. And by being owners in this company, we get to share in the revenue of the sale of cars, where we individually can have our own dealership if we want to. That opens up a whole nother world when we can sell cars and share in the revenue of that. This is going to be powerful, and it's just going to lead to other things. So and I say this every week, but I just hope people can see where this company is headed and how they stay ahead of the trends that happen. And I know John has been trying to put this forth ever since he started this initiative. I got started back in December, okay, with this. And little by little was I seeing, when I first saw this, it blew me away when I first saw it. But as time goes on, my vision keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger on where this is going and what it's going to do. And not just for the industry of EV vehicles, but what it's going to do for people's lives all around the world, on what this company is bringing forth as far as the technology and all the new products and services that are coming out. This is changing the game, y'all. And I hope the vision is coming to you as well. You know, um, I was doing some things with Sequoia, and Sequoia just brings a whole different element to all of this as well. And everybody may not be in tune, with commercial lending or the automobiles, but that's okay. That's okay. The thing is, Being an owner, you get the benefit in all of that. All of that, whether you get involved in all of these different things or not, is really irrelevant. The relevant part is that you are part owner and you get to share in everything that's involved in the Yereq. And I think a lot of times people see that, but they don't see the magnitude of it. Okay, they don't really see the magnitude of it, and I get that from talking to some people, because when I tell them some of the things that Yereq is coming out with, they're shocked. And I said, well, where you been? Haven't you been listening to the calls? Have you not been getting the email? I mean, how do you not see what I'm seeing? But everybody is different, and everybody is focused on the thing that they're focused on, and that's great. And that's the way it should be, really. But the common denominator is we have an opportunity to be owners. And that's the thing that really sets it apart from everything else. Everything else is you get to be an owner and you get to share in the revenue. Because there's no doubt in my mind that in the next 18 to 24 months, this company is going to be a $1 billion company, if not a $1 trillion company. It's definitely going to be a $1 trillion company within 3 to 5 years. That's without question to me. Okay. But this, where we are right now, okay, I'm just praying that people can see it, because I've seen people leave, and I'm like, why? Do you know what's happening here? Okay. And it hurts my heart to see someone walk away from this opportunity and not fully understand what they're walking away from. But a person has that prerogative, and that's just it. Everybody has their own vision, their own way of seeing things. But what we have here is truly remarkable. And so you guys are going to be the next leaders, the next leaders to lead in the business world. And I'm not just talking about Yereq. I'm talking about business, period. Because this company and us being involved, we get to be involved in changing the game of how business works, period. That's how big my vision is getting with this. It's not just about Yereq. It's about business, period, and the way business works. We're changing the way business works. And so this is life changing. And so we have to kind of shift our thinking and how we deal with this business, and how we move forward. And John is trying to paint that picture. He's trying to show what this is all about. I think RV is trying to get in. And that if you see RV come in, if you can, make her a co-host. And also, if you can, make a Dwayne, or maybe I may have to do it. Do I have to do it to make Dwayne and RV a co-host if she makes it in? Okay, I have to do it. Okay, let me find Dwayne real quick and make him a co-host. Okay, and there we go. Got him. And if you see RV, try to make her raise her hand, but I don't see her in here. Okay, but yeah, we're moving to a whole nother level here. So the main things right now with the company is pushing, make sure you have your UPMA Gold account. Very, very important. Get your UPMA Gold account set up. If you're brand spanking new, get with the person that referred you so they can help you get your UPMA Gold Gold account set up. That's going to be very, very important. And see, and that's another thing. What company do you know of that pays people in gold? See, that's another thing that we have to get used to. That's another thing we have to wrap our minds around. People are not used to that. They got to get acclimated to that. And see, and that's just it. Yereq is getting us involved in a way to where we have to get used to this, to all the different things that they're bringing out. We're going to have to get used to being involved in these things and think of these things a little differently, especially as an owner. Okay. The next thing is make sure people have their Yereq token address. Okay. Make sure you have your MetaMask, and you just don't you have to use MetaMask. You can use other things that's on the Ethereum network. Okay. I think believe Exodus and the Trust Wallet, those can be used as well. But I know that Cynthia Rustin, she uses MetaMask, so she teaches about how to set up MetaMask and how to get your MetaMask set up to receive your Yereq tokens. So you want to make sure that people are in line to be able to get that and have that ready to go. Okay. That's one of the most important things right now as we transition over into the new back office, into the new website, because they're trying to make sure that everybody gets paid out, that they can pay out. Now, in saying that, I don't think everything is 100% intact just yet in reference to that, but they're trying to get most of it done as much as they can before they move into the back office. So therefore, when we do move into the back office, the new back office, they don't have as much to correct as they would have to correct. Okay. So they're trying to get as much done as possible before they make that move. Then that's less that they have to do after they make the move. Okay. So the more that we can help do that, the better. Right. And so I know that, we have done things with the UPMA account and placed it in the back office that we're using now. And some of that stuff has changed. Now the only thing that they need in the back office in reference to the UPMA account is your email address. The email address is the most important thing, because with the UPMA account, the gold account, there is no bank account number or anything like that. It's by your email address. This is how you're going to get paid your commissions, through your email address. And preferably, they would prefer you to use the email address that you used when you registered with Yereq. Okay. But the most important part is putting your email address back there just in case it's a different email address. They want to make sure that you can get paid. Okay. And they need the right email address. So that's how they're going to pay you. So that's going to be very, very important moving forward. And any new people that come in, you want to make sure that that is set up. Okay, there's RV. Let me get her in here as a co-host as well. All right, fantastic. So, so these are the things that we want to concentrate on as we move forward, and then hopefully in these next couple of days, tonight and tomorrow, they'll give us more information on what we need to concentrate on. All right, genealogy. Make sure that you go in to the new back office if you can get into the new back office. Okay, go into the new back office and check your genealogy. Make sure that the people that you personally referred is in the back in the new back office. If it's not, if anybody that you referred is not in the new back office, make sure that you send an email to genealogy at yereqgeo.com. Okay, yereqgeo.com. Genealogy, yereqgeo.com. Right. And give them the name and the email address of that person. Okay, very, very important, because they're trying to make sure that they can get these genealogies together. All right, from the old back office to the new. Okay? Very, very important. And then also, if you're missing commission, if you're missing any of your commissions that have come in, people have paid their $99 or the $9.97 for the annual, and they have paid, and you referred them. Make sure you send an email, okay, to support in reference to that. Okay, you want to make sure that they know, because they're trying to make sure that everybody gets paid, and a lot of times, uh, the thing that stopped a lot of people from getting paid is because they didn't have their gold account set up and their email back there because some people had different emails, right? And so that why it's very important to have that set up. And so you want to send that to support at YGEO.com for missing and put in the subject missing commissions so they'll know. Okay. So these are very, very important because these are the things that they're trying to accomplish before they move into the new back office. And it's up to us to help the new people that are coming in to get them straight. Now, keep in mind, I know some people still can't get in to the new back office for whatever reason. There's some glitches going on, even trying to get in. And sometimes it's human error of us, of people trying to get in. They did something wrong, but it's also a glitch as well. Okay. So everything is not working perfectly. But most people are getting in, okay, into the new back office. And the only thing that we're really doing in the back office is checking the genealogy, checking the genealogy. And when you check the genealogy, what I've done is I checked, go into my team, and then I click on my distributor, and I look at that as well, and then also look at the tree. Okay, look at that as well. All right, so you want to, check those out, see if there's anybody that you personally enrolled that is not there, and then send in an email to make sure that the company has it. And if you don't get a response from support, don't freak out. Okay, if you don't get a response, just know that you sent the email. You have your copy of your email that you sent, and so therefore you can show that you did send in a copy. Okay, so when we move into the next the new website and we move into the new back office, then anything that's not right, we can get it straight. It's going to get straight one way or the other, and as long as documentation is everything. So that's why you want to send your email and make sure you keep your copy of the email. Make sure you can find the email that you sent. You have a copy of it, so you can show that you sent it in and when you sent it in. Okay. So those are the most important things going on right now. Um, uh, there are talks about the documents that people need to send in. We know there's a founder's document and there's an incentive plan document for the certificate for the stock. Okay, get with the people that invited you or referred you. We'll be getting, if you didn't get that document, you'll be getting it. Okay, and the company will be talking more about those documents when they really are looking for them. All right, but those documents can be sent in. And so as far as how those documents are to be filled out, um, we're looking for details from them on that as well. Okay, so that's why to me it's not a pressing issue to get those in, but if you can turn them in, that's great. Okay, if you can turn them in, that's great. And that's dealing with the certificate. I think it's certificate at YereqGEO.com. Okay, that's for the incentive plan document. And I believe that Eileen, that has the Facebook page, that runs the Facebook page, she has an onboarding document that has that information in there about those documents. Okay, the founders document and the incentive plan document for the stock. The founders document is for becoming the owner. Okay, those two documents are the most important ones to get in. Um, but we got to get more clarity on those documents to make sure that we have on there what they want us to put on there. And so we hope that they, do a training on that as well. Okay, but until then, we just go by what we have. Um, Other than that, those are important things. But my last thing is, you know, catch this vision, y'all. This thing is huge. This thing, whatever you think this is, however big you think this is 10 times bigger than that. Trust me on that. It is 10 times bigger than that. And there's going to be some multi-million dollar deals going on, okay, or already going on, I should say. But it's going to be a whole lot more of them going on as time goes in very short order, okay? Even before we launch, things are happening, okay? And we're still in pre-launch. So imagine what's going to happen after we launch or 6 months down the road, all the stuff that's going to be going on, all the businesses that's going to be done, all the records that's going to be broken, of people making money, people making big, huge deals. Okay. This is what I see. This is what I don't have a crystal ball, but based on what I see going on and the energy that's happening here with Yereq, and that's a play on words, right? Energy, the energy that's happening. This is powerful. This is powerful. So I want to go ahead and bring up RV. If you can open up, your co-host, come on and open up and say anything that you want to say before we get into Q&A. Can you open up? Let me see.
I'm here.
There
I'm
you
here,
go.
Brian.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. Apologies for the late arrival here.
No problem.
And folks, everything that Brian is saying is just right on point. And honestly, from what I've caught, Brian has made mention of all the important details, all the important facts, and yes, 10 times bigger than, and I'd say you can 10x that as well, based on what the majority of us typically have been involved in. This is nothing in comparison. So we have to take ourselves out of the past space that we've been in, whatever that may have been, and put ourselves right here, right now, in this space of energy and everything related to the spectrum that's associated, that has been presented so far to date. There's nothing in comparison. I've been involved in some pretty significant deals over the years past. But even so, with this being what it is and having the compensation plan associated that allows us to multiply ourselves, or to just be ourselves in our own space, doing our own thing, and not having to multiply ourselves, is just, I mean, phenomenal for this particular type of business. So I don't really have much more to add to it. Brian, you've said it all. The main points of interest and what's most important right now for people to make sure that they are getting over the emails that corporate's asking for pertaining to missing people and missing commissions, so that they can pay those commissions out ASAP. In terms of anyone that's got shares, the share certificate, that particular document, if you've not received it yet, making sure that email is received by the certificate at yereqgeo.com. And Brian mentioned for commissions, sending that over to support. You want to copy support. You do want to copy support. You want to send it to commission at yereqgeo.com and copy support at yereqgeo.com. I put that in the chat so that everyone has the emails and the correct spelling and such. The genealogy, if you have missing people that you haven't seen yet in your new back office, that goes directly to genealogy at yereqgeo.com. And you want to make sure that spelling is correct, because there's some that sent over to genealogy, OLOGY versus ALOGY, which is the correct spelling, genealogy. So you want to make sure that you get that over ASAP. You don't want to have to copy support on all of the emails that you send, because then that just adds to the backlog. So only specifically dealing with missing commissions. You want to copy that to support. So outside of that, everything else is golden. Everyone just continue doing what you're doing. Make sure that for those of you that may not have signed up for the community Ning site, I've heard some say that they haven't gotten updates on when the Zoom meetings are and such. So just some people, make sure that that everyone has signed up. Anyone in your team has signed up for the community to get those updates. And aside from that, you just want to make sure that you continue to come to these meetings. And these are critical, really, because Brian does an amazing job at just bringing out what the key components are without going into all the other details, and to make sure that everybody's up to speed on that. So I really appreciate that, Brian. Appreciate everything that you do, and you and Dwayne's support and all. And yes, and also you mentioned Eileen in the documents that Eileen has available, the form created on her Facebook page. which, we'll be making that available as well. But she's done an incredible job on pulling that together. So make sure you get access to that because it does list all the steps, step by step by step, from the beginning to the end to date. So so that's basically it for me, in terms of just offering feedback, support on what you put out there, Brian. So yeah, just keep up the amazing work. I appreciate
All right.
everything you do, and thanks everybody.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you, RV. And Dwayne, you want to unmute real quick and say a couple of words and anything that you want everybody to know before we get into Q&A real quick? Can you unmute?
Okay, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Super duper. Yeah, ditto, ditto, and ditto. Maybe how can I top that? One thing I do want to point out, and this is not just it was something you shared today, Brian, and we're coming across these different deals dealing with Sequoia. There are people out, business people out, looking for money. And the banks are saying no. And you all know the slogan to Sequoia. When banks say no, we say yes. They're in your area, wherever you are. They just don't know you exist because you haven't put anything out. Now, unless you're going to be out there and you're going to have a bunch of people out, which you find to be very difficult, a bunch of people running around and handing out flyers or your card saying, hey, give us a call. We got money. They don't know, and they don't know where to go. Now, I sent out some time ago, but that last week to be exact, roadside signs. We see them usually in my area. I see them every Saturday and Sundays. And then they'll go around and they'll collect them up, and put them out, take them up until the next week. It's a great idea if you can put your roadside sign out indicating that when the banks say no, we say yes, with your contact information on there for them to give you a call, and or also have your QR code on there so as they see those signs at the intersection, they can scan it right away and make reference to that in trying to find money. Brian will, I guess, at some point in time, will share his experience, what he's come across in terms of someone needing money for a particular business venture. And they got some juicy ones out here. We have another associate who's in the same situation right now, who's really trying, he has an associate who's trying to get some money. And we're talking about some major deals. We're not talking about some little measly, not no disrespect. No, we're not talking about a little measly $100,000. It's a lot they need. And they're looking for it, and you all are keeping it a secret. So I'm just putting that out there. Roadside signs, we have them available. We can change it. We can put whatever you want. We can change, put different color schemes, and you can also do the car magnets. So they're available. Get in touch with me if you're interested. Okay. But other than that, exactly, we're really on something huge here, and folks, don't fall asleep on this. Back to you, Brian.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, and yeah, the Sequoia deal, that's just huge with it by itself. That's a whole nother level.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And so being involved with Yereq with Sequoia, that just makes it easier for you to go to businesses in reference to the charging stations as well. So, we don't have to be experts. All we have to do is just find the interested party, and then we can hook them up with the right people. That's the whole crux of the matter. And so we have access to that. And so, don't be like a secret agent. Go out here and let people know that you're here and that what you got, because these people are looking. Okay. And you never know where it's going to come from. As long as they know that you have access to some type of funding or money that a business can have, they will find you. You just got to let it be known that that's what you do. That's if you're involved in Sequoia. You don't have to be, but if you're involved, I'm telling you, it is the business is out there. People are looking. They're hungry for money, because the banks are not giving it. Okay, the banks are just not doing it. All right, so we're not going to waste any more time right now. Just for those of you that want to, you have any questions about anything, please raise your hand, and Annette will open you up, and we'll try to entertain any question that you have. Just understand and be mindful that we are still in pre-launch, and this whole thing is very flexible and very fluid. Okay, so things can change at the drop of a dime, right? And which has already done. So just be mindful of that. But the good thing is, the real voices are doing the training right now, and they've been training all week, and they got another tonight and tomorrow they're going to be doing training as well. So we have to get that information and try to relay it to each other so we can all understand what's going on. Okay, so that being said, bring up my buddy Dan Nobles. Come on up, Dan. Let's open Dan up real quick.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Let's get it on the road. Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, if you've been missing these training calls, you're missing out. I'm telling you, even though, I do with our teams, I do, get the recording, and then I do post recording, but still you just need to be there to feel the excitement. There's over 500-600 people on all these calls every night.
That's right.
And it's just growing and growing and growing. Okay. See, normally James Loud, he normally posts that we have your call on Thursday night, but he didn't post it. So I figured that's because, he's having problems with his mother-in-law, with the medical issues. And James, we're praying for your mother-in-law, by the way. We're praying for her, buddy. So she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. Yes. All right. So I just wanted to let you know that, but I went ahead and posted it for the group anyway, which I will do anyway, whether I hear anything or not, because I know every Thursday night it's like solid gold. You're going to be there, and I appreciate that. Okay, my first question is that when is the Las Vegas convention in April?
They haven't put out the date yet. I know, okay. John has been talking about. It's almost like they're getting ready to go on tour or something. Because
I know. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting ready to ramp up something, and so we're just all waiting on the word for that. So yeah, there has not been a date announced about any Las Vegas event just yet. So we'll see, what they're going to come up with and what type of events they're going to come up with, and anything related to this tour that he's talking about and getting around. I don't know if this is going to be after the launch or if they're going to start next month to start this tour, or if they're actually going to have an event for April or not. So we'll see. So stay tuned. Okay. It might say something tonight in reference to that.
Okay. The next question. Okay. When somebody becomes an owner, an annual owner, right? Okay. They get their 20% back. So they, instead of paying $997, they're basically just paying $797 because they get $200 back. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, you can look at it in that light, just like when when the $99, if you bring 5 people in, you're getting back your $99. But in the same vein, if you do the $997, you still would have to bring 5 people in order for you to get back the $997, or might as well say $1,000. So it's the same concept.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that once somebody joins, and then they put back in their account like almost $200, because
that's true. That's true.
So basically, you're paying $997. $797.
Well, that's true. Yeah, you can look at it that way. That's right.
Okay. Now the person that referred them, what percentage do they get? Do they get a direct 20% also, or how does that work?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So they're giving them $200 back, plus they're giving the direct $200.
Exactly.
Now that's stronger than death.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
It really is. That's stronger than death. It really is.
The direct. Yeah. Let me say this. Let me say this, Dan. The direct commission is 20%.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's why we have people get anything that you get through Yereq. You want to go to your affiliate website and buy it from yourself. Okay, you buy it from yourself. If you get a charging station, buy it from yourself, so you can get the commission. If you get a
Right.
a router, buy it from your affiliate's site and
Right.
buy it from yourself. That's the whole idea. And then if someone is on your level 1, then when they buy it from themselves, you get your level 1 20%. This is how I understand it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Next question. Okay. Whenever somebody takes and okay, let me see. I got so many things going through my mind. Okay, let's see. Whenever somebody takes and pays the let me see. Let's see. 12, 9 day. Okay, I'll tell you what. While I'm thinking about that one, let me ask you the next question while I'm thinking about that one. Okay, my next question is, when is the whenever you get 3 annuals or 3 annual members, then your trip to Las Vegas is free. When does that expire?
When you get 3,
Yeah, when you get 3 997 members, there's a promotion going on now, what I understand. And then if you get 3 on your team, and then your Las Vegas is paid for.
okay, I haven't heard about that one. Somebody have to
Oh, you haven't?
enlighten me on that one. I haven't heard
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So you just enlightened me on that.
Yeah, Janet told it to me, so I figured that it was.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, you just told it to me. So
Okay,
I
okay,
just found
okay.
out.
All right. The next question is, in regards to the UPMA account, where do you go in the back office to convert it to where you get your 2% annual? I know they showed us one time, but I can't exactly remember where you went to.
Oh, you know what? Miss Wilhelmina Ford went over that uh, last week. If you go to our YouTube channel,
I got it.
YGE Prosperity,
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, there's a recording of that call from last week.
Okay, all right. So
Go
that
and
was
look at
last
that
week.
recording. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, because I was trying to remember which recording it was, but good. I'm
right.
thinking
That
for that
was last week's
clarification.
recording.
Okay,
Okay.
good. Yeah, because I know that everybody deserves, because you can also add more money to that gold account as well.
Yes.
Because gold, hey guys, gold is fixing to explode. I'm telling you right now.
Yes.
I study this stuff, and
Yeah.
gold is fixing to take off like you had never seen it. So my advice was go ahead and get that extra 2% because it costs you absolutely nothing.
That's
Hey,
right.
hey, Brian, this is Annette.
Okay.
We've got several people with their hands up and we're running out of
Okay.
time.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm
you.
done.
All right. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate
Okay, thank
you,
you.
man.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we got to get ready for this other call too. So let's get through
Okay.
these other hands here. Okay, we got Janet Butterton. Come on, Janet.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I was going to say what Dan was referencing there. It's actually in your back office. If you go to your back office, go to products, go to make your purchase. As you read through it, it says get 3 members and your trip to Vegas is free.
Okay.
It's in red.
I'm glad you says. I'm glad y'all's letting me know. See, that's teamwork right there. I got to go check that out. Okay, because
Yep.
I think I done
Check it
brought
out.
on
I
2
was going to
people.
try to find it and post it here for you.
Fantastic.
But yeah, it's in big, bold red letters.
All right, great. I'll go check that
I'm
out.
one away, brother. I'm one away.
There you go. There you go.
All right. Next person.
Go ahead. Thank you, Janet. Appreciate it. Okay, we got Juanita. And hey, look, you guys, Juanita is doing a fantastic job in the Telegram group. And if you would, Juanita, let them know what Telegram group that is, because she really helps out a lot of people in there, and she's doing a fantastic job. Come on, Juanita.
Well, thank you very much. I didn't really have a question. I was going to add some information to maybe help answer one of the questions earlier.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't remember the date, but I did get an email from John's earlier today or yesterday, and that tour thing is taking place. They're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, the first part of April. So
Right.
I haven't heard anything about a Las Vegas event in April. What he has talked about is plan on a big event in Las Vegas in June, which
Yeah.
I'm anticipating is in connection to a grand opening or a grand launch.
Exactly.
So I just wanted to put that information in there. And the Telegram group, there's 2 of them there. I'm not administrator of either one, but if you go to Telegram and look up Yereq, it will pop up all kinds of them. The two that you want to join are the two that say official. One of them is the company, and you cannot make comments or anything like that on it. It is just strictly to keep us notified. And then the other one is a team that one of the leaders set up, and I've just jumped in and help with answering a lot of questions because it's easy for me to get in there a few times a day and I know the answers. So it's not my Telegram group. I'm not an administrator. They could make me one if they want to, but I don't understand how Telegram works, all of that administration stuff yet. I'm still learning that platform, but I do try to answer the questions. And I would encourage each and every one of you, if you see a question and you know the answer, please answer it. You're not going to hurt my feelings at all, because we need to work this as a team. And the more we can encourage somebody, whether they're part of our direct team or whether they're part of somebody else's team clear across the country, we're all one big team because of our owners pool. So help everybody. And if you hear an answer, comment. Or if you agree on something that's said, comment. Let's get some feedback going in that group, so it's not just 6 or 7 people asking questions and 1 or 2 people doing the answers. We need to know that we're unified, that we are going toward the same goals with everything that we have. And I will eventually jump into the Facebook group and see what I can do to help there too. But right now I've got an issue with my Facebook account and I got to get my name back on it. But I just encourage everybody to participate as much as you can, because you guys know the answers, and the more you answer questions, the more it sticks in your head. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Juanita. Yeah, you're doing a great job with that. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get in that Telegram group a little bit more myself. I haven't been in there as much as I would like to, but yeah, I stay so busy on the phone all the time. I never get a chance to get in there. But I'm gonna try to make it a point to get in there and help out in that Telegram group, because a lot of people go in there and they're really confused, and you guys really help them out. So I appreciate that. Okay, we got Phyllis. Phyllis Thomas, come on up. How you doing, Phyllis?
Hey, Brian, I'm doing well. How are you?
Fantastic, fantastic.
Good, good. The question, well, I have a couple of questions. One is the MetaMask. Can you resend the document that has the address, the network address for the Yereq token? I can't seem to
Yeah, sure
locate it.
can. Oh, that's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And then the other thing I just wanted to bring up, because I have a few people on, and you and I spoke about this morning, and maybe somebody else has heard my clarification on it, but the commission, I guess there's some question about whether we should be receiving commission on our own media package. So if I use my affiliate link to purchase the media package, should I be sending that to commissions and saying I have not received my commission on if I'm someone who doesn't have a downline, but I have not received a commission? Are we going to be receiving commission on our own media package purchase, or are we not? And who do we ask?
Yes, and that's a good question. And I have asked that same question as well, and I've sent that question in as well. So, because to my understanding, when you go to your affiliate site and you purchase anything, even the $99 membership, you get commissioned on that. And so that was my question as well. So I've sent that in as well. I have yet to receive an answer for that question, but time will tell. I don't know if anybody has ever noticed of getting a commission when they got their $99 membership or not. I'm not sure, but I have sent that question in, so we'll see what comes back as time goes on. Okay, but thanks for that question. That is a good question. Yeah.
Commissions are supposed to be covered either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, good. Maybe we'll find out this week. So we'll
Yeah.
see. Stay tuned. Just stay tuned. All right, Dan, you're going to be the last one, Dan. I think
Okay.
you just remembered what you was trying to ask.
Okay,
We're
yeah,
gonna-
I got it. Okay, in regards to RFP, request for permission, the video, is there any way you might be able to possibly maybe like next week do a class on that? Because that is very important.
Okay, the RF, what is it? RFP
Request for
request
permission,
for
yeah.
request
Yeah.
for yeah. That,
Permission.
I don't know enough to give a class on that, and I think it would take more than just coming on this call to do that. Okay, it would probably have to be a separate video done for that, or a separate webinar done for that, because you got to find somebody that is knowledgeable in that arena, because that's not something that's just cut and dry. Okay, from my understanding. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll work on finding someone that could really put that together and do a Zoom call on that, just for that, and go over that. Okay, we'll try to work on seeing
Okay.
if, there's
Yeah.
somebody
Okay. Yeah.
there's
'Cause
somebody
that's
on the
just like,
team that knows about that. Okay,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Well, we'll find it.
yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it.
Okay. Thanks, buddy.
All right, Dan. Thanks, man. Hey, look, everybody. This has been great. Everybody's getting it. Everybody's doing a fantastic job. My hats is off to you guys. You guys are doing a fantastic job here, and helping people come along through this process. And so we want to just make sure that we stay plugged in, get as much information as we can, so we can relay it to each other and relay it to the new people as well, because we're this close to hitting 10,000. We're this close. And anybody that's on your teams that has not gotten, the membership yet, paid the membership, either the $99 or the $9.97, this is the time they need to get pushed over the edge and get a position, because they do not want to miss this boat. They don't want to miss this train. They do not want to miss this opportunity. I'm telling you. So, try to talk to them as much as you can, but hey, don't beat them up. Always love on them, but let them know that this is the deal, and they don't want to miss out on the next Amazon. Okay. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys coming. We'll be here again next Thursday, hopefully with some great news and some fantastic stories going on. And it'll be a new week, and we see what tonight brings and tomorrow brings on the corporate trainings. So make sure you get on them and get tuned in. And if you do have people that have missed it, we're going to put the recording up on the YGE Prosperity YouTube channel. Okay, that's our team channel. So with that being said, everybody have a great night. Make sure you get on the call, and we'll see you next Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night, everybody.